Stop thinking about your goals, bro. You need to fucking conquer them. When you think about goals and put them off, something else takes priority in your mind. And eventually these goals will die off inside of you. But before we get into the main bit of the video, hello, my name is Jagasona. I've had over 20 MMA fights. I'm a young man on self-improvement and I've started this channel to spread some knowledge. So men need purpose, bro, especially in times like today. Going back a bit in history, a man's purpose was to provide and survive. No matter what he felt like, he needed to keep his tribe alive. In times like today, we don't need to do that shit anymore. So what is our purpose? That's for you to find out. Purpose nowadays is not given, but it is found. And when men don't have purpose, it becomes toxic. Here's a quote from Hard Times Create Strong Men. A man without a purpose is a dangerous man. He becomes toxic, weak, and self-destructive because he has no reason to suffer or to strive. If a man lacks purpose and goals, his energy and his instincts, and worst of all, his potential goes unused. Or worse, it can be misdirected. When you don't have goals or anything to set your mind to or put energy into, it kind of makes you crazy in a sense. This has been seen throughout history forever, bro. You know, there's massacres, there's school shootings. If these men had purpose and a goal to strive to, do you really think they'd spend all that time and energy into constructing a mass killing? They wouldn't. A man's purpose is to work, and you need to work. There's a huge uprise of welfare and benefits that can take work out of the equation. Everything they need to survive, but just nothing to live for. When nothing does matter to you, depression and nihilism can take over. Nihilism is basically just believing that there's no point to life and nobody can live a truly fulfilling life. And no matter what your viewpoints are, I can assure you, this is bullshit. We're not born on accident. And from my own beliefs, I don't believe that we just came from dust. The world just happened. We evolved into vertebrates, and then from vertebrates to fucking blah, 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 to monkeys, to humans. I don't believe it. Us as entities and the world, it is all too precise to just happen on accident. You'll never persuade me otherwise. And nobody was born on this earth to embrace nihilism, because we all have a purpose. You just need to find it. To be nihilistic is to be weak. And as men, we must find purpose and relentlessly work towards our purpose. That is the only way to have a meaningful and a fulfilling life. And anybody can do it. Anybody can work towards something great. Literally anybody. You can, I can, your dad can, your nephew can. We need to find it. It is not handed to us anymore, so we must find our purpose and strive for it. And ultimately live for it. Not let life just glide past you. We were put on this earth to conquer. And if you don't, you will remain a boy and be docile. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've learned something. I hope this has given you some better insight. Remember to subscribe and like. And I hope you have an amazing day. Remember, find a purpose and live for it.
Brandon's a little baby, come on. Whoa!